I am live. So, all right, let's get some more light so you get a good view of the dome. Oh my! All right, we need the hat. And let's see. We will semi-autonomously change lanes. And hello, ladies and gentlemen. I set the date and time. I hate this phone app because I set it for 11:15 a.m. today. And for some reason it didn't go for 11:15 a.m. today. So we might have a little bit of an issue, a scheduling conflict. Crumpy said he's going live as I got in the car. So I don't know what he's going live about. I think it's a short act. But I am heading to Mar-a-Lago to see the No Kings protest. So it says we're going to be 31 minutes. Wow, to go 21 miles. I'm sure I can break that record. Wow. Yeah. So good morning, people. Good morning, good morning. I saw a Palm Beach Post is live streaming from the No Kings. So I want to head over there. Of course, my wife suggested I go. I think she just wanted me out of the house. I feel bad. The kids, as in the brown dog and the black dog, they know the cues when I get ready to leave. And so they're all like, oh, car ride. And it's like, yeah, not for you guys. I love you, want to take you, but on excursions such as this, I typically don't want to bring the kids. So I am coming from Jupiter Farms in beautiful Palm Beach County, which is just like 20 miles away from Mar-a-Lago, which is spelled with hyphens. And this is where the astroturfed, thoroughly, robotically, synthetically astroturfed protest is being paid for by the Walmart billionaire heiress. I forget her name. But yes, so we're going to go down and see what a couple $1 billion buys you as far as protests go. So thank you for joining me as we head on down to Mar-a-Lago to see what the No Kings protest looks like. Usually my wife is my co-pilot voiceover person, and she's busy. So we're gonna head on over there. I'd seen they're doing the hey hey ho ho, Trump has got to go, and then they did the no justice, no peace, which the people say, why am I in the right lane? I don't want to tell you how fast I'm going, but this truck is on my arse. It's like I'm going decently above the speed limit, and this guy is like all over me. Whatever. I mean, there's like 5 freaking lanes here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, 5. 5 lanes. I'm in the slowest lane, going above the speed limit. And this guy had to be on my buttocks. Alright guys, so tell me where you're from, where you're watching from. So we are going to go to the Mar-a-Lago, the residence of the President of the United States, and see how much dollars this astroturfed event actually buys you. Now, when there was the Harris Walls flag waving, they would do it from like 5 o'clock to 6:30 every Friday, and they were only paid until 6:30. Now, I'm reasonably certain because they didn't say it out loud, but they're like, hey, it's 6:30, you can go now. Whenever I flag wave for Trump, nobody told me what time I could leave. Don't get me wrong, if it's a party or a flag waving, I am the last to go. let's take a look at beautiful Florida. In case you're not from beautiful Florida, this is I-95, and this is where the highway pirates harvest wallets for the most part. So if you're going between Indiantown Road and I would say PGA Boulevard on I-95, drive the speed limit because the highway pirates will get you. So sound off, I see people are watching. Tell me where you're from. What geographic area are you from? And of course, I can't watch, but apparently Crumpy is going live also. So if Crumpy sends people my way, that would be a blessing. I don't know if he will. He can't do that. He can set up a live stream to forward people to my feed. So let's see, we got 12 miles to go to hit Southern Boulevard. Mar-a-Lago is off Southern Boulevard. It's on the barrier island that is separated by the intercoastal. And there's a bridge and like a little island or two in the intercoastal. Then the bridge goes over. There's some parking. So we will be hitting the hood of the president in just a few moments. I got one thumbs up and nobody's chatted yet. Tell me where you folks are from, where you're watching from. And do you believe Donald Trump is a king? Let's see if I click top fans. What does that tell me? Johnny 3-Bar. Is Johnny 3-Bar out there? Johnny 3-Bar says, good morning. Good morning, sir. Good morning. Let's see. What does the roadway look like? Don't get in front of me. I saw you think about it. And as per usual, I am not driving. I'm letting the car do the work. Thank you, car. Good morning, Johnny 3-Bar. So are you free of snow? Any chance of snow today? And it says it's 93 today. So as hot as it gets in Florida. So in case you're wondering, it's Flag Day, Donald Trump's birthday, the 250th anniversary of the U.S. Army, and the anniversary of my wife and myself. So 18 years, if I do math right. And who do we got there? Walter Hartwell. Oh, hold on, I can't read. Walter Hartwell White. How's it going? How's it going? So yeah, we are heading out because I live in the hood of the president, which, if you vastly exaggerate what hood means, I am in the neighborhood of the president. Where this guy on the motorcycle is only going the, what I would call, minimum speed on I-95 on a weekend. So I will pass. Good morning, gentlemen. Good morning. And yeah, I ditched the doggies. I hate to say it. I love taking the dogs for a ride, and they get used to going at least one drive a day with me, and I have been doing that with them. So we are just a few minutes away. What is our ETA? The ETA screen isn't up right now. So this car doesn't have a touch screen, so it's a real pain in the arse to get it cleared of whatever data it's populating right now. So let's see. What? 22 minutes? I drive faster than that. Good luck, Agent of Fraz. Johnny Threebar, thank you, thank you. If you get captured, we'll deny any knowledge of your activities. This message will self-destruct in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's what Ron Wayne usually does, so I have my car read the message when he texts me. So just in case you guys are wondering, I am going to jump into the Tactical Turkey slot of Tuesday and Thursday at 8:30 p.m. and doing a live stream with maybe some pre-recorded content about some topic in some field that is of interest. Now, it might be tech, it might be politics, it might be firearms, but we'll be doing that Tuesdays and Thursdays on this YouTube channel, presented live. So I've been wanting to do something for a while, and this kind of spoke to me. I'm going to be violating one of my friends and mentor in the podcast field realm. He said, if you're ever going to do something, social media-wise, make sure you have a couple episodes in the can. And I always thought that was, like minimum of 3 to 5 episodes. And this way you know that you can write the content for it. Because I've seen many good ideas go 1 episode, believe it or not. So I am violating that rule and jumping straight into the fire on that one. And we are getting ever closer to wonderful, wonderful Mar-a-Lago, where the president lives, in Palm Beach. We're going to be checking out what the really No Kings rally looks like, and we're going to be streaming live from that. And I'm probably just going to do a drive-by because my wife is usually the one that helps me interview people. There may be non-communists there, or there may be full-blown communists there. I'm hoping some of my people are there. That would be the non-communists. What are we dropping? DefinitionKnives.com, and we have a new knife, Launch 2, the Lumen, honoring Goonbeam, a fellow Floridian, and somebody I do not know his real name. I've talked to, met one of his friends at the Space Coast Tactical Range Day, and he told me he was Goonbeam, but then I found out he wasn't. He was goofing on me. And so that was kind of cool. I didn't realize, we have a mutual friend, and I didn't realize, so 2 friends removed is Goonbeam. So it's kind of interesting, it's like the how many degrees of separation from Kevin Bacon. I don't even know what is a thing, but apparently it is. Don't be like those leftists. Get to the point. Let's see. So there was a message held for review, and Johnny Threebar is a moderator, so he can handle it. Let's see. And I'm just monitoring police activity in the hood here, and looks like we're clear for high-speed operations. Did somebody text? I heard a did-a-diddy. Let's see. Oh, I can check on my watch if I got a text. That's the reason I have a smarter than I watch. Let's see. My wife was just texting the family, the fan. We're at 1.1 miles. I got to get over. So we are maneuvering. And let's not hit the Circle K gasoline tanker. One of the coolest flag wavings I did was at Mar-a-Lago, and the president was departing, and then he was going to fly on Air Force One, and we were still flag waving over by Mar-a-Lago. We got a sun shower here. We were flag waving over by Mar-a-Lago, and Air Force One passed over us. That was in his first term. So very cool. That was super, super cool. I went to a Trump 47 meeting, actually straight ahead at the Hilton here during the week. Was it Wednesday night? What night was it? And yeah, right here at the, can you see the Hilton? I don't know if you can see it so well. Anyhow, so we saw a lot of the Trump flag waving people. And the airport is over to our right, and that's where either Trump's airplane or Air Force One would be. And this road right here, which is Southern Boulevard, is the road that the president goes to and from Mar-a-Lago. So straight ahead, let's see, when is my GPS going to reset? Is it just 2 miles ahead? So there was a park here. I think it's on the right where the commies were congregating. And let's see. We often go to the Publix right here on the right in flag wave when the president comes in town. I see somebody waving a flag. What does their sign say? I can't read. I don't know if you see on the opposite side of the street there. They got American flag, but it looks like an American flag that was handed to them. It doesn't look like one they own and was well worn. So I'm assuming from the data available and my inability to read, the eyes of the Lord, whatever, sorry. So there's, this is a bridge over train tracks, but there's a bridge over the Intercoastal, which goes to Mar-a-Lago. So we're heading there now. Shooting Gallery New England! I was thinking about joining it. Now, Shooting Gallery New England, on the site that rhymes with humble, that's mostly green and streams content, was doing his Gun Broker Saturday morning show, which I enjoy. And I don't often get to participate in. Occasionally, I'll jump in with him on that. So how's it going, Joe? And actually, Joe is now, just like myself, a Florida transplant. And all right, so I see people with signs on the right, and it looks like they were just handed an American flag. Trump is a pedophile. Yeah, maybe not. Okay, all right, so we are in the hood here. So let's bring the, oh man, I need to get in the right lane. Hey, can I get over? I want to get over. All right, so I waved. I got the guy's attention. He's letting me over. So, yes, we got the No Kings people. No kings in our America. And you can see they have the AstroTurf handed to them just this morning American flag because it has zero wear on it. Just like the bicycle Joe Biden was riding and fell off of. They just got it from Walmart, Kmart that morning. All right, so let's see, how many people have blue hair? I gotta make sure I don't drive into anyone. I see somebody with American flags. Oh, they got the 8647. These must be the crowd control people because they're hiding their face. Wow, they're doing a good job. They got a lot of crazy people out. So we are still like just about a mile away from the president's residence of Mar-a-Lago. And you know what? I'm thinking the crowd has dissipated. Because let's see, what time is it? It is almost noon. So this is the bridge that goes over the intercoastal to where the president is, his residence. Boop. All right, so let me get engaged self-driving. And there's a little bit of beach area here, so I don't know if just people sun and fish. And again, I see the miniature astroturfed American flags and rainbow flags, so obviously a communist. So they must have put the word out that, yeah, so they're not, looks like they're making people U-turn here. So looks like crazy V, and you can tell that. Hey, Damien, what's up? What's up? Fat Gray Man, FGM. So I don't see. I'm not sure what's going on here. I'm gonna drop you guys into the phone holder. And looks like we got a few diehards left here. Abolish ICE. They look pretty freakazoid. Okay, police presence. And on the left, that is wonderful, beautiful. Mar-a-Lago on the left here. I'm gonna spin you guys around that way. We got the sheriff. We got one person on a bicycle over here. And let's see, we will go down the beach. So they were going to be marching. Wow, they got people over there, over here. I don't know if that's Secret Service. Could be. No Kings. Okay, they had the No Kings and the AstroTurf mini American flags that they were all handed. It's amazing that they do this whole AstroTurf-ish, because don't they recognize that it's very easy to detect and figure out? And yeah, I don't want to go that fast. What's the speed? Speed limit's 30. All right, we have engaged auto drive. And this is Mar-a-Lago right here. And they have a pool, I think they have a pool and beachfront over on the ocean side. And yeah, I think they marched down here earlier today. So it does look like the festivities are over. So it's tough to tell. I wouldn't be able to tell you how many people were here protesting. Oh my gosh, the ocean is beautiful. Wait, right there. That's it. I live here. I live here. It's so beautiful. Honest, there are like 350 days a year where the ocean looks this beautiful all the time. It's just so pretty. And let's see, is that what's he got there? Oh, he's got a 360 camera out the top of his SUV. There it is. Beautiful ocean. And so somebody ahead of me has got the four-way flashers on, and they've got something in their back windshield. And the car behind them, I think, has, I don't know if that's a Puerto Rican flag or one of those very astroturfed American flags. Like 8 by 10 inch ish astroturfed handed out flag. Ah, yes. And not that I wouldn't want to live here, but whew, the taxes. The taxes. Can you imagine, like, you have a second floor breakfast in bed every morning, looking out on that beautiful ocean, right? How nice is that? Wouldn't be bad living here, huh? And let's see. Edge of the South. Good morning, good morning. Let's see, who else do we got? Do we have Stifler? Stifler in the house. Oh, I missed you. You've been here for a while. So good morning, gentlemen. So yeah, I don't want to make it like I live here. I don't live here. I live on a dirt road in Jupiter Farms, but legit, this is a couple of minutes from my house. So yeah, I'm hoping we're probably not going to be celebrating our anniversary today-ish, because tonight we're going to feed the homeless at a homeless mission. And so we'll probably, I haven't actually talked to my wife about it. So this is the clock tower. This is where usually the commies like meet, and when they start to do some sort of protest, the commies start here. Up. So here's a news crew and more news crew. Let's see. Oh, and there's the bus where all the communists were probably dropped off. So it's always an unmarked bus that the commies, M&O Bus Company. Yeah, people wearing face masks. Let's see. I'm gonna go back to the Clancy because I'm in low speed operations. Yeah, just so you know, there are no buses in this hood. And that guy's got the four ways on, and why? Does it mean he just likes driving with the four-way flashers? So we're in search of the No Kings communists. And I got some police behind me. On a motorcycle, so there's a motorcycle cop behind me, like super right on my bumper. I'm gonna pull over. Alright, we got one way here. I'm gonna hang a right and go down to the beach again. And that is not a place to hang a right. That's a fire department. I'm just going to follow the cop now. So we have police staged over here. What is this? Code enforcement. Well, I guess code enforcing is a big deal in downtown Palm Beach. As in the town of Palm Beach and the county of Palm Beach. Because you don't want any riffraffing. And let's see. I'm gonna hang right here. And we will do one last pass by Mar-a-Lago to see if there's any of these No Kings commies hanging around. So here's the clock tower, and I guess if you go back in my content, I don't know if it's still out there, but I had basically the impeach Trump crowd. So it looks like over here on the left at the clock tower that there is some media. I don't know what's going on, but they're reporting in. Darn, could I just park? What does it say about parking? Pay. Oh, so you have to pay for parking with an app. I hate paid parking. Most of Florida, you don't have any of that crap going on. Because they want to make sure only people that have money are doing things. Just like Chuck Schumer thinks people should only have to pay to have the right to have a suppressor. As opposed to, being it democratic, as in you want to have something you have the rights to have, you should have it. Which, democracy, schmamocracy. And let's see who is here. We got Zanti Misfit, Stifler Manufacturing. Ooh, Frag out, join us. What's up? What's up? And I can't do a strap check. Oh, yeah, we had a No Kings car pass us. Yeah, it looks like I'm assuming there was protest here. ADXR, what's up? What's up? It looks like there was. Boy, this is pretty. How pretty is this here, huh? Dang. I need to go out to the nicer neighborhoods more often. That's what I say. And I think that was Palm Beach Town Police just went by. I don't know where. I hate. First off, I hate the idea of my car getting towed because of a parking violation. Hate getting a ticket because of a parking violation. So where there is where there is parking regulations and fees and payments, etc., I just don't want to be there. And I'd rather put a bike rack on my car and then park somewhere where I can and then take my bike to whatever. I'm like, this would be just a cool place to do like a drone down the street. I think that would just look so cool. Get some cool drone content. I'll rent a very expensive car one day and make myself look like a badass pimp and just have, video of me going down this road. What do you think? With the beach, with the ocean. I'll look like a pimp. Uh-oh, boss lady calling. Let's see, how do I contact boss lady? All right, I think I know what to do. I will message her. I'm grabbing the phone that normally drives. Are we radar ready? Okay, we're driving. I'm gonna click here, I'm gonna do like Instagram and call her. Now where is my wife? And we just passed another AstroTurfy American flag. They got some AstroTurfy American flags on their BMWs saying no kings. This is connected to CarPlay. I want it on speaker. I don't hear anything. Didn't join. It says Terry didn't join. Okay, we're cruising around. Let's see, we're coming up on Mar-a-Lago. So Mar-a-Lago is on our right. And we're going to be going over the bridge again. So on the right here is Mar-a-Lago. So if you saw where they raided Mar-a-Lago, that's here on the right. Where they went through the entrance and all that. Right here. That lady's been there since I've been here, and There's usually a Coast Guard boat with a 50 cal in the water here when the president's here, which is very cool. I don't know why the intercoastal is like brownish like this, because the ocean was beautiful blue. All right, so we have some people still chilling. Abolish ICE. There's 2 people there. It looks like there were more people here from the Palm Beach Post, but looks like they cleared out. I was hoping to see some of my Trump friends and some, you know, good communist interaction, but it looks like the commies are gone. So looks like they finished early. Commies finished early. Are there commies on the left? Yeah. So in fact, oh my gosh, they walk pretty slow. I saw these people. The guy with the red, white, and blue, he's still going. Wow, more power to you, man. He's walking pretty slow. Alrighty. So let's see. Is the car driving? The car is driving. And what do we got? ADXR 920. They usually don't protest in rich neighborhoods. Right. Well, you know, I have very mixed feelings over Rick Bradshaw. Rick Bradshaw is actually a Democrat. He's my sheriff. What do we got here? Trump sandwich, whatever. Yeah, I'm assuming they're commies. We got. Can I zoom? Let's see. Where is she? I don't know what she's got going. Yeah, never mind. So there's one lady with the AstroTurf flag on the corner there, and there's 2 ladies on the right that have the AstroTurf flag. I'm gonna try calling my wife again. Hello? Hi, I'm live streaming. What's going on? Okay, all right. Yeah, if there was a big anti-Trump rally, it's done. There's only a few stragglers. They all have like the 8x10 AstroTurf flag that were handed this morning that's in perfect condition. So if you see the small 8x10 flag on a stick, that's the AstroTurfy people.
So how many are there?
There are only a few. I saw Palm Beach Post was live streaming, but they were live streaming a couple of different locations, and one seemed to be this neighborhood, another seemed to be, I don't know if it was Chicago or something, but yeah, there's still a couple of people around, but you know, a handful here, like 3 or 4 in different spots, you know, old white people. And of course you can tell the vegans because they look like Auschwitz people. Yeah, well, I mean, I guess it's how many hours you get paid for until you leave.
Yeah. And also, you know, people in this area work.
And the people are saying hi, Terry.
Hi. Hi, everyone.
So my wife is going to be a good Samaritan, and she's going to visit one of the ladies from our church that's in rehab after having a knee replacement. And that's how she's spending her anniversary with me. Well, I think we'll celebrate tomorrow. Make sense?
Well, it's cheat day, so yeah.
Yeah, cheat day. So on the diet, it's cheat day, so we're going to celebrate tomorrow.
Can we take the kids?
Wherever we go, yeah.
Okay. We gotta find a place. We have to make sure we eat outside so we can take the kids.
Oh, there's an AstroTurfed American flag here.
All right, well, you go interview them.
Nah, I'm heading home. I'm returning to base.
Oh, all right. Okay, over and out, guys.
All right, bye, dear.
Bye.
Alrighty, guys. Well, I think let's flippy. Boop, boop. Where's the flippy button? All right, I hit the flippy button. So yeah, that was about it. I'm sorry I didn't get real crazy, people, because there's nothing more fun than paid for astroturfed people waving flags. Now, mind you, anytime there's a Trump flag waving in Palm Beach, it is not astroturfed, and we do not get paid, and we stay there because one, we like the camaraderie, and two, we're all about the message. These people, I'm betting, got paid, got bussed in, got bussed out, and they are gone because they have no skin in the game. So this is all about the optics. This is all about Palm Beach Post, communist rag. Only fit for bird cages, and I need a bird again, so I could get a Palm Beach Post subscription. And God rest my father-in-law's soul. He loved the Palm Beach Post. He wrote them fan mail like every day. Love the man, but so that is beautiful Palm Beach. Now, mind you, I listened to WJNO Brian Mudd, and Brian Mudd is saying that, let's get the car photo driving, that Miami-Dade County has tipped Republican voter registration. And apparently, Palm Beach County, which I did not realize, it has been moving red. It may also soon go full on red, which is kind of crazy. And I'm going to click home, go down, and I'm going to plug this in so my car has navigation. I got to click. I click the, well, when I click the button, it also tries to call my wife because that's the same button repurposed for something else. Anyhow, happy Flag Day. Yes, happy Flag Day. I gotta say, and of course I am biased, I love the American flag. I mean, it has deep meaning to me. All of these other flags, I'm like, really? Now, you know, like they'll have one or two colors and a crest in the middle or something like that. I just love the American flag. What do we say? Mr. Flippy. Random streams of random Americans for random stuff are endless. Do you have nothing better to do? Seriously. Well, what's worse is somebody randomly streaming about random stuff than somebody randomly commenting about randomly streaming about random stuff. And thank you, Agorizer. Thank you, sir. Good morning, God bless. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful morning. Let's see, if I unplug and replug, will my navigation auto-connect? I guess that's a no. Well, let's try one more time. Oh well, that's what you get when you buy the Lexus without the Android Auto. Stay 2A. So let's see. I don't know what I can talk to you about. All right, it's out. The news is out. I knew this a while ago, but I wasn't cleared to talk about it. Ruger bought Anderson. So if you guys haven't seen it, I've seen it publicly. I haven't been officially given authorization to discuss that Ruger bought Anderson from my source, but it's in the wild. So Ruger bought Anderson, and I guess they bought the facility, they bought the equipment for manufacturing, and the Anderson brand, to my knowledge, is dead. Which I really liked Anderson. And I guess, you know, my first ARs were Andersons. I've been working with Anderson on a couple of projects, so that was fun. We did a couple of things with Anderson. So the Anderson brand is no more. Not that GoFundMe would be a thing, but I really like the Anderson brand, and I would, yeah, you would have to do like a give, send, go to kick off, like, because you could do a GoFundMe or a Kickstarter for that because they're commies. But I would, love to buy the Anderson name and continue in the Anderson tradition. I would just love to do that. But look, I don't have that. I don't know what it would take to buy the Anderson name and continue the brand. And I would call it the Thrift Stallion, not the Poverty Pony. Kyle Wade was doing such great marketing for them, and I did a short about that. Yeah, so if you guys didn't know, Anderson does not exist anymore. So I'll look into it, and if Crump Dark and I got together and thought it would be a good thing to do, or a fun thing to do, or more profitable thing to do, I guess it would have to check all three boxes. I would look into buying the Anderson brand if I had support. I don't know what it would cost to buy the brand, but I would buy the brand because I believe in the mission of Anderson, and I think it's very important. And don't get me wrong, I'm working with Bear Creek Arsenal. Bear Creek Arsenal gave me the barrel. They actually gave me a complete upper receiver for that Anderson big bore competition. So that was at Bear Creek Arsenal, and I've been working with Bear Creek. I've got a project in the works right now. And why did they go away? That might be another good rich Tuesday, Thursday night, 8:30 p.m. story. Is why did Anderson go away? Because I don't know. I would love to interview people to find out what the story is. And thank you for putting that in my head. So Anderson was bought by Ruger. I did have a little bit of a heads up on that, but I wasn't authorized to speak because I didn't know a timeline when it was going public, and I don't know if the person that made it public had authorization to do that, but they found out and made it public, so that's why I'm going public with it now. It's a shame because so there are businesses, and many businesses don't give a crap about you. And a lot of family-run businesses care about you and care about the employee. And there's a lot of small mom-and-pop businesses where the owner's not taking a paycheck. And to make sure that the employees are paid. So there are a lot of businesses out there like that. And in this industry, I know of, and don't get me wrong, I'm not saying there's only one business, but there are businesses out there. But I know of one personally that basically if you get hired by the company, you got a job for life. There's a small company, and look, they haven't, I've been told these things, and when somebody tells me something in the industry, I don't make it public unless they explicitly say I can talk about it. And I kind of had that feeling about Anderson, that it was a company that, cared about its employees, and that if you worked there, you would have a job for life. And I'm kind of bummed about that. I'm in the fourth lane of 5 lanes, and people are not moving fast. So I'm very disappointed about the loss of Anderson. And did Crump go live? Do you guys know if Crump went live? So yeah, I did a drive-by twice of Mar-a-Lago where they're doing the No Kings, and there are a couple of stragglers left. I don't know if I missed the main craziness of No Kings, so stuff happens. $1 a day late. Orange Man King. I'm surprised that burger has 2 locations in Connecticut. Figured they would have. What's that? Christ is King, amen. Oh, Crump went live after my first live? Oh, okay. Because he texted me, and I'm not exactly sure when the text came through and what I was looking. So was Crump talking about SBR, SBS? Was that what Crump was doing? Yes. Okay, so Crump went live about, I guess, Senate, SBR, SBS. I've seen a number of YouTubers talk about that. So what's going on right now is it looks like the short act, so short barrel rifle, short barrel shotguns, is in the big beautiful bill. Section 2 and Section 3 of the Hearing Protection Act are in. So I don't have my piece of paper with the House and Senate phone number. I know Johnny 3-Bar does. So Johnny 3-Bar, if you could drop the number. We need to keep the pressure up. So dial the number Johnny 3-Bar is going to drop on the screen. Tell them your zip code. Tell them you want to speak to your senior senator. Give them the pitch. Call back. Tell them you want to speak to your junior senator. Give them the pitch. Go to X, and like if you just have commie Democrats that represent you in the Senate, hit anybody else. And the number that Johnny 3-Bar just passed. So you call the switchboard, you give them your zip code, and you tell them you want to speak to your senior senator and your junior senator. They'll switch you to whoever you say. Tell them you support the Short Act, short barrel rifle, short barrel shotguns. You should support the Hearing Protection Act and the whole complete Hearing Protection Act, Section 2, Section 3. And these are what is, so one removes suppressors from the NFA and the tax. The other, Section 3, says, hey, this is a 14th Amendment issue, and that states cannot stop you from possessing, owning, bearing the arm of a suppressor. So that basically, it's going to make suppressors 50 state legal, no tax stamp. So I have one can, I did fingerprint photograph, anal probe, all of that to get a can and a $200 tax stamp, which is electronic, not physical. I wish I had a physical stamp just for the nostalgia of it. So this removes suppressors from the NFA, short barrel shotgun, short barrel rifles, all of that, gone. So this is a pretty cool, so definitely, you can call your congressperson, that's one call. You can call, it's already out of Congress. So right now, the important people to talk to our senators. So even if you have communist senators, support senators that are supporting this, you can tag your commie senator, but all good. So very, very cool. So I'm excited. What this means is you're going to do a 4473 to get a suppressor, just like you get a firearm. I'm assuming what it also means is you can do peer-to-peer transactions of suppressors. That just the same way if in your state you are so blessed that you can do peer-to-peer transactions, you can do a peer-to-peer transaction of a suppressor. It also means there is no longer a Form 1, which means you can manufacture a suppressor. Now here's the gotcha. If you think you can buy a filter of some sort and screw it on your gun, the ATF will still consider that a suppressor, which is fudged up. So that is still going to get you a knock on the door by the ATF. So do not think you're going to corner the market. Now, the same laws that apply to firearms are going to apply to suppressors. So you cannot 3D print and sell suppressors. This is the thought crime part. Now, my FFL, and he's a good guy, knowledgeable guy, I'm not sure if he had the right information. I need to validate it. But in Florida, because you can do peer-to-peer firearms transactions, if I 3D printed a gun and got bored with it and had hard times and needed to sell it for money, that is not a crime. But if I built guns with the intent to sell them, that is a crime, whether it's 3D printed or not. My FFL said there has to be metal in that, and you have to put a serial number on it. Which, yeehaw, I don't, it would have to be in the logical receiver portion, blah. So, yeah, I don't know how that all works. The serialization portion of it, I'm trying to think who I would have to ask that would be authoritative and knowledgeable on that to get the right answer on it. But let's see, how many people are with us? As I return to base, the Hughes Compound Southern Command, also known as FRAS, the flyingRich Autonomous Zone. Edge of the South. Hope that makes the cost of the suppressors go down at least. So there are cheaper suppressors out there. I don't mean to rain on your parade, but the demand is going to go up, and there's a couple of ways when demand for a product goes high that regulate the flow of the product. And so if demand is high and product is limited, typically what that means is the price will go up, or there will be rationing of that product, that it will not be highly available. So I would fully expect suppressor prices to rapidly go up. I did, and I didn't get clearance to say who, but I did purchase a couple of cans and have them sitting at an FFL in full anticipation that the HPA, Hearing Protection Act, goes through. And being that the Hearing Protection Act goes through, I will save $400 by not paying $200 per stamp. Ooh, what do they got going on here? Hold on. Got got a little surprise going on here. Oh, it's Flag Day, and that's the Elks Lodge. Let's just do a minor excursion in my hood. My nearby hood. Reno May? I haven't seen a Reno May video in forever. Is Reno May making regular videos at a regular rate? Because I legit have not seen... I mean, I might have messaged him once. I don't know him. Ooh, GTR. Somebody's got a GTR. Let's flippy. GTR. Yes. Was there like a parking lot car show I was unaware of? Okay, so somebody's got a fire truck, like boom truck, whatever, and a flag. Massive American flag. So thank you. Do you see that? Yay! Daddy's home Trump shirt. Like it. So yeah, I don't know, Palm Beach County Fire Department, so they got a couple of trucks over here. Very cool. So this is where I live. This is my hood. Amen, brothers. Amen. So looks like the Elks Lodge has something going on, and so that's very cool. If I only knew what was going on in my own community. All right, and this is Calvary Church. I'm ducking through their parking lot, and like the church, so Calvary Church in Jupiter Farms, they kind of have, I would say it's a mini mega church. It's like auditorium size. And I like the church, I like the message, I like the pastor, but you just don't have that community feeling. So I actually go to Living Oaks Church, and I'm doing security tomorrow. So, so usually I'll watch Dark's Church on YouTube and Calvary Church on YouTube. And I'm ducking behind the Publix supermarket here because there's no looky-loo traffic or anything like that. Or pedestrians. Less targets. Less vectors for targets. Roller coaster. I did not see a roller coaster. But yeah, just did a little drive-by. I guess I could have drove by the street. I don't know what they got going on there, but I saw American flags, which I thought was cool. Yes. And my wife is out. So what bad things can I do while my wife is out? Because that enables me to do further bad things at home unsupervised. Turn self-driving on, full on, where it runs the throttle as opposed to just the steering. Now let's close this because the car will cook. And it is time. I'm doing the Body for Life diet, so I am reaching the point where I should have had my snack. I eat 6 times a day, which is a real pain in the ass. It's working. I probably should exercise, which I have not. But yeah, I'm within like 7-8 pounds of where I only store like a normal human, as opposed to a locomotive. So I'm getting there. And if you don't live in Florida, are you all the way home? Hey, Richard Motter, how's it going, man? Yeah, and if I was flying, I'd be there by now. Now, the question is, can you reuse the plane after the flight? Which that would always be. And if you're not familiar with that, you can look at the playlists and look at aviation. There's 2 news stories and 1 actually in cockpit video. So 2 plane crashes and 1 brake failure on landing in that playlist. Darn. All right. So there's a house over here. It like sold a couple of times in the last 10 years, and they demolished it. And I don't know what's going on. All right, so let's flip you over here. So here's the property. I don't know how many acres they had, but they like divided it and they put like 2 other houses on it. So starting from right here, I'm not sure how many acres. The original property was like 9 acres, so they got to be close to 12 or 15 acres. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, I mean, I can see it. So I think it's a pitcher for the Cardinals, and he's got a Greek name. You guys may know I'm not a sports guy. And here's another nice house and property. So he's got a lake here. Basically, there was like a 9-acre piece of property right here, and the house was not much more than a double wide. So he bought this property, and he bought the next 2 properties, which could have been 2.5 acres or more, because the minimum plot size around here is 1.25 acres. And my property looks like the surface of the moon, because we had a new fence and sprinkler system put in, which the Wi-Fi module has not been added yet. So otherwise I would have programmed the sprinkler and had it doing sprinkler stuff. We got an Adolf saying MAGA. Yeah. And what we got there? So that is. I actually have 2 neighbors that are not MAGA people, and that was one of them. They had the Harris Walls sign out in front of their house for a very long time, but way back close to their house. Oh yes, I am on my dirt road. And so right now we have. I'll show you. So of course, when people like, oh, I didn't know it was your house. Yeah, well, the American flag is probably a good clue. We have a bobcat. This is like crushed concrete, and we're gonna get pavers, and we're letting the grass grow a little wild because we've had such a freaking drought here. And unlock the alarm. Garage door, go, garage door, go. Yay! So yeah, the property looks like really bad. Really, you can still see all the ditches for the sprinklers. They cleared the property in the back, and it looks like the surface of the moon. Boop. Let's see. Is that Mud Munitions? What's up? What's up? How's it going? First, they came for the grass, then the driveway. Oh, that's good. That's good. And let's see. M&M. I didn't think of Mud and Munitions as M&M. What's up? So happy Flag Day. One Love Design. How are you, Guy Actual? With that much land, you're guaranteed at least 2 gators. Right. Had a plane skid off the runway at Logan. Okay. All right, so let's turn off the car. Grab, wrong cable, damn. This cable, and my hands aren't working. Damn your hands. I'm gonna leave this hat in the car because it's 93 freaking degrees out. So the Bobcat was parked there. Not like I'm a Bobcat driver, but I started up and drove it over there. I gotta get chlorine. That's Bob. Say hi to Bob. And here is all my projects I've started and haven't finished. And when you're, so in case you run out of shelf space, I store stuff on the ceiling and in the cargo container on the back. You don't get to see the secret code to get in my house. Where's the doggies? Oh, they're not here yet. It's dark. Where's the doggies? All right, so let's see. I turn the TV on to keep the dogs. So that's Chelsea, the good dog. Say hi, Chelsea. And Chelsea has a mohawk. Chelsea's a good dog. Chelsea's a good dog. And this is the bad dog. Are you the bad dog? This is the bad dog's chair. And these are the bad dog's blankets because she tore them up. How do you know when a dog is happy? The tail is wakey, wakey, wakey. Are you the bad dog? Are you the bad dog? I gave her this toy yesterday. Where's the squeaker? She had the squeaker out of the toy in no time. So, Sunshine, when you come home, make dinner, whatever, she gets excited and tears things up. The stairs are for the black dog, Chelsea Woodles, because Chelsea's back knees are bad. Let's see. Does Sunshine want the toy that she dissected yesterday or the squeaker? Look at those teeth. Look at those teeth. Look at that. Who's a good doggy? Oh wait, you're the bad dog. You're the bad dog. I forgot. Bad dog. Are you the bad dog? And here's the good dog. Oh, good doggy. Chelsea Woodles. Get a little belly rub action in there. Who loves you? Who? Who loves you, doggy? Alrighty. So let's see. Boop. What have you guys been saying here? I can't read. PB&J waffle sandwich with coffee this morning. That sounds good. Prunes and lentil sprouts for a snack. Prunes, okay. We got the Logan Runaway. Let's see. Anthony Smith, ever need help with your programming irrigation? Hit me up, landscape. Yeah, so I got a Rainbird system. It needs the Wi-Fi module. I don't know if I'm providing it or not. And hey, I wish I could click. I can't click and like pin message. All right, yeah, I can't do that. The repossessed driveway is funny. First they came for the grass. When they pull out stuff from the land and the craters, it's perfect time to mine the yard, right? Right? I got a baby killdozer, dude. Oh my gosh. The code is 8675309. You guys are funny. Did we lose sound or is it just quiet? Low audio? Really? Did somebody hit me up with a super chat? Oh no. No, okay. Timu Mike is acting up. Get the oh, was my hand on the microphone? Yeah, so Chelsea, I think both dogs are nearly the same age, but time has not been a friend on Chelsea. She's on heart meds and all that. Oh, sorry guys, I didn't know you could barely hear me, but just in case you haven't heard it today, thank God and you for existing. Well, thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate it. So yeah, Chelsea is totally chill. I can take her anywhere. She won't make any noise. Uh, Happy Trump birthday, yes, yes. And Sunshine is a little more excitable. You bad dog, Sunshine. You bad dog. And a little bit higher maintenance. I played a YouTube short last night where somebody was knocking on the door and the dog went crazy, ran to the front door, was barking like mad. And Chelsea is just way too chill. Love you. Love this dog. Well, both dogs. But Chelsea isn't as cuddly. And you know she's happy when she makes grunting noises. What? Did somebody get a 370ZX? Oh, all right. So I don't know what's going on. I think I'm just going to end the stream. So, anyhow, guys, thank you for joining me. You guys have a great day. God bless everyone.